I missed the beginning of the game, but in the core ring, but it's fine.
Yep.
So this is winner semis. It's specified. That's not the right players. There we go.
So we actually don't have Getchog. We have Arjay with Samus. He's a really good Samus. I believe he actually beat Black Twins once with Samus.
Probably.
Weekly.
Black Twins lost to a bunch of people at weeklies. He just kind of does that sometimes. But Arjay's always been a really, really strong Samus main, even since Match 4. Yeah. And I think he's Ontario HM right now, or maybe if he isn't, then he was last season. So he's definitely a really solid player at the moment.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. He's still on the phone.
Yes.
Yeah. Very long.
Yeah. And very crucial in this match too is going to be Meesword's Reflector. It's actually, I've heard it's one of the best reflectors in the game. It's really solid.
It's generally able to win all reflection trades.
Yeah.
So if you shoot something at him and then he reflects it and you reflect it back, he'll probably be able to punish you before you can punch him.
Okay.
So it's really nice. Oh, but that hard shot is actually going to catch Pokecheese in the face. And Arjay's going to use the stock lead to extend a little bit.
Yeah, that was not, the first option was not safe. He's going to get a grab from it.
That was a crazy option from Arjay there. He kind of just did like some pivot to neutral and up tilted.
Yeah, I like that. I like that neutral, that neutral chalk comes through to sort of bait out the roll. Really good ledge travel from Pokecheese.
Yeah, and Pokecheese going to even up the stock, but he does have a little bit of percent to make up.
So using the
That's
reflector.
a little bit scary for Pokecheese here.
Yep. And using Chalk from Chalk is going to be another really good tool in this matchup because again, he's going to be able to use it to force approaches out of Samus. It's a really fast. It comes out pretty fast, so.
Yeah, it actually is really nice to combat Samus projectiles for sure, because I'm pretty sure it just eats through missiles. So.
Yeah.
That is really nice for her.
And the reflector too. I like him reflecting these missiles.
Ooh, that was really clean. He's actually doing jab 1 and then falling through the platform to the up air.
Yeah.
And that's going to combo, but not going to kill because Samus is a thick girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Samus is a very, very thick girl. She'll live for a long time.
Yeah. Trying to call out the back roll into the ledge there with the grab there from Pokecheese, but he didn't actually connect it and lost positioning for that. So now Arjay's going to get a bit of momentum, but Pokecheese taking it right back and now it's full stage control.
Which is right now good control center stage.
Relentlessly spamming that reflector just to make sure that Arjay can't get back into neutral.
Oh yeah, it's so good in this matchup. He's going to get lots of mileage out of it.
When carry on missile is not going to get him anything, but he is going to retake stage control and land a dare.
Interesting down air.
Yeah, still landing mix up. Pokecheese going for the follow-up anyway. That is only a combo if it actually connects. Unfortunately, like doing a bunch of charge is really unsafe.
Okay. Yeah, how's Arjay gonna get back to ledge again?
That was a really nice wall jump actually to make it past the ledge, so Pokecheese couldn't punch him.
Yeah, got to use the wall jump to get back from ledge. It's a really solid mix-up actually with Samus.
That attack is going to send him reeling though. He's going to be in a little bit of a tough spot here. Pokecheese with the dare edge guard and going to actually fall out before he gets to the last hit, so he does knock him all the way into the blast zone. Yeah,
great call out on Arjay going really low there. And now we can just sit back and throw chakrams, and Arjay basically has to approach now.
Yep, although oddly Pokecheese is playing aggressive.
Yeah.
It's almost like a mix-up, because Pokecheese notoriously plays very, very defensive. Yeah. It's really interesting that he's actually putting pressure on Arjay in this situation.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he's just trying to throw him off right now.
Yeah, it's working, because he has this lead. Like, he's extended 62% on the next stock, and he hasn't even showed signs of losing his first one yet. Or rather, his second. And that up smash not going to kill Samus sucks.
Arjay's probably like probably expecting him. Okay, well he's probably gonna sit back, throw chalk on him. I can deal with that, but no, he's actually like going in very low. Back and we'll close it out.
Yeah, and that's gonna be still a nice extra credit for Pokecheese. I think he's still content to camp with this lead, and that reflection is gonna take him up to 89. So not a good spot for Arjay to be in.
Something like how Pokecheese playing. Oh, nice.
That's actually gonna kill.
Yeah,
wow.
Nice neutral B into up air. I was surprised that killed 2 actually. But yeah, something Pokecheese doing very well in this matchup is the fact he's playing very grounded. You usually don't want to jump too much against Samus, because if you do, she can call your jumps out with fair and other aerials.
Yeah, and Samus is really good at punishing jumps as well, so it's nice of Pokecheese to stay grounded there, because that's really the only place that Samus can get mileage against characters.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, because Samus gets a lot of mileage out. Like, when you jump, Samus can get a lot of mileage out of that. Fair's like extremely good at that. Oh, stage beat George?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's go.
Dang. Oof, Ryan beats the meme. That's a Bayo ditto.
Yeah.
Anyway, onto this next game. I was just a little bit distracted by our bracket, which has got some spicy stuff going on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, whiffs the up B. Luckily, Pokecheese does not punish.
I think he was trying to go for some up top of the screen jank there, but
Oh, yeah.
Count has pretty high ceilings in this game, so it's not actually going to work, even though he was on the top platform.
Yeah. Right, Town's ceilings are super high, so you gotta definitely take that into account.
Yeah. Although I think both of these players are, well, no, Pokecheese more likely to come off the top, Arjay more likely to come off the side, so I think it's definitely beneficial for Arjay to counter pick here. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
definitely.
This is a good choice.
Because, like, yeah, Pokecheese is killing, like, with the up air, the tornado to up air, so this is going to definitely stop him from doing that. And Samus is really good from killing from the side with the charge shot, with the forward air, etc., etc. Oh!
Yeah, so that up smash actually going to catch the back end on Pokecheese and take his stock. A little bit of a mountain for him to climb now to catch up to Arjay. However, doing a great job being aggressive for once, actually keeping him in the corner with these tornadoes.
Yeah. Oh,
and that's
nice!
going to be the chalk and the down smash. Yep, the classic Pokecheese.
Yep. It's such a good option for ledge trapping.
Yeah, every Swordfighter does it, but
Yeah.
Pokecheese is the one that kind of like made it a thing.
Yeah. It's a really good option, definitely.
Yeah, it's one of Swordfighter's few kill confirms, but he does also have that DI mix of down throw up air, so gotta watch out for that as well.
Yeah, and I like his use of projectiles too. Really good corner pressure, just keeping Arjay in that situation, trying to keep him from getting axing center stage. However, Arjay, with the cover backer, will axe center stage, and we're back to neutral right now.
Yeah, and despite taking the first stock, Arjay's actually finding himself behind here. Getting a little bit of a string of Pokecheese, taking the 69.9. Nice.
Yeah.
Gonna knock them back, both kind of trading in the DBZ fashion, getting them off stage.
Yeah. I mean, Pokecheese just playing really, like, solidly right now. I'm not letting Arjay, like, punch too much in moves. I say that, though, and, he did whiff the dash attack earlier. But anyways, he's playing, like, really solidly right now.
Yeah, this has been pretty crazy from both. That interaction was, like, both of them could have died from any parry, but both of them narrowly escaping death.
Yeah.
Nice jump from ledge of the fair from Pokecheese there. That was actually about to be covered by Arjay. But that backer is actually connect and kill. So Pokecheese going down a stock in this game, too.
Backer low force with the stock. Backer, that's not going to kill though, obviously.
Swordfighter not exactly having any kill throws.
Yeah.
But Arjay gonna hit him with the classic fair from ledge with Samus special.
Yeah, Arjay doing really well right now too. We're seeing a lot of that really good advanced state we've been seeing from the first stock.
Yeah, and that was a little bit of a panic up from Pokecheese there, so I think he's kind of scrambling to get this kill. He knows that if he doesn't get it, Arjay's gonna have a really easy time extending the lead. But that Chakram almost actually killing, which is really funny because that's a projectile. It's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. I think he's going to go for the Chakram Snipe. Not going to get it, though. A little bit too low of an angle. Oh, but I like the slow chalk. Almost skipping Arjay, but barely making back to the Magna Hand.
Yeah. His ledge trapping's just been, like, super good this game.
Yeah, that landing dare is going to take that stock. And now we got a last stock situation for game 2 here. This is best of 5 because it's winter semis, so it's really nice for coaches to go up 2 games.
Nice upper from Arjay.
Yeah, Arjay is holding it down, but Pokecheese is holding him on the platform, which is a little bit of a tough situation for Samus to land from. He has the bombs to mix up, but Pokecheese has a sword that goes right through them. So the high recovery, gonna get him back, mostly unscathed, but that hard shot tech chase is going to be a huge
That was
hit.
a great tech chase. Great use of the charge shot.
Yeah, and you see Arjay here trying to read a jump from Pokecheese, but not getting it. Pokecheese stay grounded like he did in the previous game, and it did bring him success. But that back air is going to take his stock, and that's going to be game 2 for Arjay.
I like how he sort of is hovering in the air, sort of like a mix of, like, not to immediately land with the backer, but sort of like, you know, make him guess, okay, is he going to back air, is he not going to back air?
Yeah, he definitely used Samus's floatiness to his advantage there.
Yeah, definitely. I'll probably have to go soon, so...
okay. Yeah. Well, thanks for commentating with me. I'll just solo commentate from here.
Yeah,
hopefully someone will join me. But that was sort of Strife. We got Arjay rocking the Parky tag, referencing his last name. Which is probably just a nickname at this point. I don't know. I'm good. And game 3, you're going to see Stadium. This is a zoner's paradise, so we're really going to have to see who can camp better here. It's all going to depend on the lead, but I think Pokecheese, content with that 30% and standing reflector and dots and stuff and neutral. And he's already got Arjay pinned in the ledge here, which is really tough for Arjay. Fading back, but I like the grab. Max range going to connect, but Pokecheese recovering high. Not allowing Arjay to get any sort of edge right there, but he is going to eat a hard shot to the face, and that's a little bit hard for Pokecheese to deal with. getting the corridor, and nice talker. But gonna use the Tarzan swing to actually get under the ledge and make it back pretty safely is Arjay. And now he is back in the corner, threatening with charge out and getting the grab once again. Really nice mix-up that fantasy players like to use. Ooh, and that's going to be a raw backer just to edge guard. Challenging him, making him think that he was safe in the recovery, but not. Ooh, and Pokecheese going for a little bit cheese there himself with the dare, but not going to connect on Arjay and actually going to eat the bomb for it. Only 5%, so he's not hurting too much, but he does need to close up the stock before he takes any more percent. Ooh, I like the chalk, the low chalk from Pokecheese off stage there, and the low slow chalk. It's actually going to catch Arjay's jump, making it a little bit hard for him to do anything about Pokecheese with the ledge. So, and actually the bomb barely saving Arjay spacing-wise from Pokecheese is up there. Gonna let him get back to the ground and survive, but that forward tilt, I think it was forward tilt, could be more fast. I can't tell the enders because it's literally the same. It's gonna take the first stock. And now we're once again even. I think Pokecheese is comfortable in this situation because he has the stage control. And he's not falling to the mix-up anymore, canceling charge shots and grabs. Ooh, I don't know if that falling up air was the best choice from Pokecheese, but I think he did want to just challenge him in case he wanted to jump. You never know. Although I think in a lot of situations, Samus doesn't benefit from jumping when his opponent's near her. When Arjay barely not getting caught with these shock guards by jumping in the nice full hop height. Ooh, and the rare dare actually going to come out there. Ooh, going to catch Pokecheese to get up with the charge shot. It's going to be a really scary ledge trap for Arjay. But a nice fair. Gonna hold Arjay off stage here. And that's gonna connect. Not gonna kill. I saw the spark, so I thought it did, but no, game lied to us. So Arjay recovering high and actually landing with the shield. Really smart there. It's gonna allow him to get stage control back, but Pokecheese barely missing the reflector, and actually it comes out anyway, but he still gets caught by the charge shot. Off stage chocolate spike actually gonna kill. Didn't look like it. Well, there wasn't even any red sparks, but that is gonna take the stock though. Pokecheese off of stock in this game 3. Mind you, this is a best of 5 set, like I mentioned before. That back air is going to take Pokecheese's stock, and now we're back on the last stock situation. Every single game these guys have played have been close. Ooh, landing there. It's a really delayed hitbox from Swordfighter, so you have to be very careful about it, because you might just get caught. Ooh, okay, the back end of the air is actually going to catch Pokecheese. Arjay taking back a percent lead, but that's a little bit of a risky grab, going to make him eat in there and some base control, and that's unfortunate because that's going to take a lot of percent onto the Pokecheese's string. Hello. Who do we got here? I don't know what your tag is.
Carlitos.
Oh, okay, nice to meet you. I'm
So we got Pokecheese and Arjay.
And Arjay, yeah, and this is last stock game 3. However, this is a best of 5 set because we're in winner's semis. I thought that was the stock because Swordfighter's there is really good against these people. So once again, we got the ledge traps. A theme of this set I've noticed is that both of the players have been pretty even with their conversions and percent-wise, but Pokecheese has been a lot better with stage control. He's been having Arjay in the corner very frequently. And as we saw just there, Arjay actually running back to the corner to charge his charge shot.
Yeah, Pokecheese just keeping Arjay at disadvantage. Oh, but
yeah, but that was a nice charge shot read from Arjay, doing it at a range where it's kind of unreactable. Once again, Pokecheese opting to take the stage control, and it is benefiting him, just giving him a little bit more options in a lot of situations. However, that up B is going to take Pokecheese's stock, and that's going to be game 3 for Arjay, taking his first lead in the set.
169%, that was close.
Yeah, up B eventually kills from Samus, it just takes her a bit. Oh, wow. Sage is going off today. And there's another Samus that actually just got 9th, losing to Q 2-1. But Q is 6th seed and Sage was 17th seed. And he actually upset George too good. So that was like a really nice run from Sage. So shout outs to him. Thought it was fitting to mention because Arjay is on the stream at the moment. And Pokecheese actually counterpicking Samus Jr., the gunner. Going to be chucking projectiles relentlessly at Arjay. He thought, okay, you can deal with shock runs. Well, try missiles and bears and neutral bees.
RJ really trying to play this safely because he knows Pokecheese is so good at those ledge traps, so good at neutral, and uses projectiles so well. Oh, but he's making a run for his money there. Oh, nice setup. Okay, Samus trying to keep control.
Anyway, but Pokecheese with a bigger lead here than he had previously.
That SD.
Really nice pressure coming out from all these projectiles that he's throwing. And I'm thinking maybe this is a bit of matchup experience from coming up from RJ's side, because he doesn't seem to understand how to get around Gunner's relentless wall of projectiles. Gunner almost looking like a better Samus here. Ooh, up throw up air. When I like that high rotation from Pokecheese, that's actually the up B that goes the furthest out of the Gunner's screen, but it doesn't have a hitbox, so it does allow him to get hit out of it if he gets red and which way he's going to go with it.
RJ trying to adapt and get around his projectiles, but Pokecheese just will not let him in. Pokecheese knows he's always a step ahead, always with those projectiles.
Yeah, and as you saw there, the charge shot actually gets like completely stopped by the grenade that Pokecheese keeps throwing out. So that's really unfortunate for RJ, because it's going to be a lot harder for him to get a rock kill in neutral.
Pokecheese just keeping him at bay. RJ trying to get in, but it's really hard. Oh, that's close.
And honestly, I just don't see how RJ gets in here. It just seems like Gunner has the upper hand in all the projectile wars. But finally going to land a card shot, and Pokecheese a little bit too little too late, because not 100% where it's going to kill and a little bit far away, but that forward smash read going to catch him jumping in. Can RJ bring the stock back though? Pokecheese poking him with the top of an up air and actually going to take his stock, bringing down the last one. And could this be the comeback that Pokecheese needs?
2 stock lead. RJ's going to need to figure something out here. He's might not take the set, but if he can somehow adapt and get around Pokecheese's projectiles.
Yeah, well, RJ does have this game to work with at least. If he loses this, it is just 2-2. So he can be a little bit comfortable and use his time to learn. However, Pokecheese is just kind of not given a lot of chance to breathe.
I see him kind of adapting actually to Pokecheese's down Bs, and where he's placing all his projectiles, so that's good.
For sure, yeah, he's making improvements in the way he's getting around it, but Pokecheese isn't giving you enough time to take back the
setup.
lead. Alright, Pokecheese has just kind of been using his projectiles as a way to like approach safely, but also keep RJ from approaching him, so it's just been too tough for RJ to get in here. Finally getting a ledge trap, and that Nair is actually going to take him out. We're going to get the last box situation for Game 4 here. RJ has a potential chance to turn this around, but he is down a whole 100%.
He can make it back safely. Okay, good.
Alright, once again, using the projectiles to keep the charge shots, not going to take any damage from that.
Really trying to keep him at bay here, so Pokecheese doesn't come in and take the stock. He's doing a really good job at that. Now using his projectiles. Oh, off stage.
This has certainly been a turnaround from even the beginning of the game, because Pokecheese took an immediate lead and RJ is just barely, slowly taking it back. And Pokecheese's quick play Gunner is certainly ready for every campy Samus that comes his way. That dash attack is actually going to kill. Wow, that was really nice from Pokecheese.
The adaptation was well, but I don't think it was fast enough.
Yeah, but I do think RJ is definitely going to go into this last game way more confident than he was in the previous ones. Also, Pokecheese has the option to just go back to Swordfighter if he wants. And if he's feeling spicy, he could go Brawler as well, but I don't think his Brawler is ready for Samus, because Brawler has to play that matchup a lot more aggressively. Alright, we're going to see the Gunner once again. Now, RJ actually has a secondary Falcon, like Captain Falcon, that he could throw out, but as you see, he's sticking to the main here.
Yeah, I feel like Falcon would really get harassed with the Pokecheese projectiles, because Falcon just has to get up close, and that's really hard. Especially against his Mii Gunner. His Mii Gunner's on fire.
But Pokecheese started this game without a lead.
pretty even so far.
Apologize.
Hopefully he can make some adaptation, I guess, quicker this game.
Yeah. Starting the game with the
Nice
knowledge that you gained in the last one is really balancing Arjay here. However, Pokecheese not lining up enough where he's actually losing the lead here. It's going to be a lot closer, which makes for a more entertaining set for us anyway. Alright, we still have some full screen camping here. Interesting option, because I feel like both characters kind of benefit from it equally. Pokecheese using his sort styles on full screen to kind of like bridge the gap and just get in on Arjay, whereas Arjay gets the chance to charge his charge shot.
Arjay trying to play patient and just keep him at bay with his projectiles, and it actually is working. I mean, it's pretty even right now.
Yeah, and also taking into account the character's weights, I feel like this is actually slightly Arjay's favor at the moment, because Gunnar is going to die earlier than Samus will. Although deceptively, Gunnar's actually pretty heavy, so...
The way Arjay's moving around these platforms are very well.
Yeah, Battlefield's always been Arjay's comfort pick, even in Smash 4. And it's because of those platforms he can move around. But Pokecheese going to back him off stage, not having any real skill throws with Gunnar, unfortunately. So even if he gets a grab,
beautiful back air.
And that back air is going to take his stock, so we're going to be in a lead for Arjay in this game 5. Alright, because of the rage, his moves are having so much base knockback. However, Pokecheese is going to finally land that up tilt and take the stock finally. Ooh. Oh. I love that from Pokecheese, actually using the third hit of jab to hit him into the explosion and actually combo off of it. Didn't get any follows after that, but it was at least a small 2-hit combo. So Gunnar's Nair is way bigger than I thought it was.
Pokecheese's setups with the down B, they're working less and less. Like, I can really see that. Arjay's really good at getting around the down B setups.
Yeah, I think he's finally like figured them out to the point where it's actually just not working at all anymore. And Pokecheese has to readapt, because if he doesn't do anything about it, then Arjay's just gonna run away with this.
Just playing it patient, trying to keep him at bay. It's actually really working in his favor right now.
That was a good call from Pokecheese though with the turnaround grenade. The way that Gunnar explosives activate just look really weird, so it's probably hard to keep track of.
These mix-ups with his recovery are beautiful. Sneaks in a back air and takes the stock.
Yeah, sneaking around that platform, Samus being one of the few characters actually with the range to drift around it and also still land an aerial. And Arjay's going to take that up. He gets some more percent. That's a solid 43 in counting on Pokecheese's last stock before he loses his second. Ooh, that almost confirmed, but unfortunately, Gunnar's just a little bit too short to land the out smash on the platform there.
Really good at avoiding projectiles.
The onslaught projectile is going to scare Arjay into rolling, and he is going to get caught by the force smash, though, so this is going to be a last stock situation on game 5 of this winner semi set. It's really just all about who gets percent lead at this point, because both of them love to camp. And Arjay currently has it, so Pokecheese got to make something happen. Arjay did dash back through the projectiles there, but how many times can he do that before Pokecheese catches onto it? Ooh, and the follow-up off of that actually going to get the fair, and Pokecheese is going to slowly take a tiny lead here. Arjay's got to figure out some way around this onslaught. I think Pokecheese finally learned how to get in.
Pokecheese actually adapting right back at Arjay.
Yeah, this is the most high-level degenerate camping I've ever seen.
Bro, this is the battle of the missiles, like, honestly.
This is if quick play was good. Oh, but Pokecheese going to catch his jump there, actually going to keep him on the ledge. Arjay's having a really hard time getting around, but he is spamming these bombs to get around things with the extra drift that they give him. Can he get the edge guard here? That is going to be a fair. Pokecheese in a really bad spot. Had to use an air dodge to keep himself away from the last zone. Ooh, and the up air and the projectiles are going to get Arjay off stage, but Pokecheese trying to read a jump there. It's a really tense situation. Is going to try to juggle the up airs, but Arjay not having it. Still shielding them on the platform. Just jumping over the charge shot. That was a really scary situation. And that forward air is going to take up Pokecheese's last stock, and that's going to be a Game 5 victory for Arjay. Unfortunate for our boy, but also fortunate for Arjay, because that must have been a grueling set to sit through. And now we do have Steve versus Arjay in winners finals. That's interesting, but I don't know what we're getting next on stream. If I had to guess, oh yes,